Who would like to give the recap for inspiration?
God, who even has inspiration?
I don't even remember at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna do my damnedest. I do not. This probably isn't gonna go well. Last time, a whole 25 days ago,
Has it really been that long?
I looked on Sage's Twitch, and it's 25 days ago.
Fuck.
Episode 11 of Cyric Lost Fable. It's 25 days ago. So,
Oh my.
our fair party, consisting of, just for real strong recap, Darmilla, the Dwarf Paladin, John, the Warlock Gunslinger, Ironwing, the Fast Monk, Hingle McCringleberry, the Mad Inventor, along with his dog Mac, Callahan, yes, Callahan, the greatest NPC we've ever known, best ranger. Christ, it's been a while. Renea, the small paranoid angel, and Kenna, the bard, tank.
Did you include Iggy?
Ignatius, yes, my apologies. And Ignatius, the child clown of death. Altogether, most of them getting a little fed up and impatient, wanting to just get on with it, get into hell. You know, it's the abyss, and I will continue to call it hell. They set off, they go in, they travel through the portal, all experiencing a little bit of hell from their lives. How's it going, Braden? And thus, they were met with a gigantic slug man. Slug being demon. It was a big demon. He was pretty chill. He just kinda basically said, hey, do y'all want to kill my boss? Let us rest. We gathered some fancy cold iron weaponry, and we started to sneak up through the castle, doing so very poorly, as getting up the stairs just fine, getting around one light with almost getting found by a closet, but was quickly taken out with Ironwing. The second time did not go as smoothly, as once again we got caught at the light. A closet saw us, we killed that one, but a second one noticed, and now all hell breaks loose. Everything on the first floor now knew that we were there. Those that could fly or teleport immediately came up to start fighting us. 4 Vrox and a Hezero all came up and we were immediately having to deal with that. After a few rounds of attempting something, the big boss himself, this vine-covered flying demon of disease and death, came out of his little hidey hole. And thus, we kinda were fucked from that point forward. Everybody fought to their last breath, some more literally than others, as the Vrox had started and finished a dance of theirs to zap us all to death, with Ironwing sacrificing themselves to absorb every hit of it into themselves as they fell into the dark lower floors. Assumed dead, the rest of the party continued to fight on. For a moment, John managed to banish the anchor, attempting to use that as a leverage to keep the demons away. But alas, that only drew more attention as the horde of demons below had finally made it up the stairs. Things were looking bad as once again, the rocks continued their dark dance. From this, and with no monk left to save them, the team got hit. John went down. Hingle went down and later perished to the Hezero, I believe.
Yep.
Renea escaped out the front window, but not before getting poisoned. Kenna had jumped off the balcony and escaped along with Darmilla. And Ignatius had also gotten captured and infested along with John. But they succeeded. They did not succumb to the illness and are now alive here, trapped in these cages, while the rest of the party, luckily, through divine favor or something, met up out in the wastelands of the Abyss. And I do believe that brings us there. Other than, of course, in the campsite chat in between, John had been casting some spells as quietly as he could within his cage, dreaming to the other party members, trying to give them little bits of respite and hopefully more pleasant dreams than what surrounds them, as well as gathering information of where the hell they are and where he needs to get to.
All right. Very good.
Yeah.
You have achieved your inspiration.
Wonderful.
And something happens. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, cool.
First roll and forever.
Let's go, baby! Let's remind me of that. Plus 5 now.
John has +5 perception.
He has +5 perception, but only 3 passive perception. He's pretty good if he's trying to focus.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
23.
All right. With a 23, you notice a few things. First things first, the room you're in seems to have a constant squelching sound coming from the walls or the floor. You're not quite sure which. It seems to be echoing throughout the chamber, hence the lack of location on where it's originating from. Second thing you notice, your buddy Ignatius is currently slumped over, head facing the bars. Eyes are wide open, and you can see their mouth moving, muttering words. What they're saying, you have no freaking clue, because I'm sure you don't know this. Well, just making sure. What language do you understand?
John understands Common, Gnomish, and he would know Gith, but not right now.
Alright. You do not understand the language, then. So it's just some strange mutterings going on, and normally you wouldn't be able to hear it, just because it's, like, under the breath. Very inaudible, but you rolled so high. So they're doing something there. Like you, they are naked, devoid of any equipment or anything like that. And you can see in this chamber there are several benches and tables filled with torture implements and fire and, well, a rack right here. And several crucibles, which are very uncomfortable. I would say that Ignatius would probably be piercing himself right now, but strangely enough, he is avoiding all the spikes from the near Iron Maiden that you're standing in.
Oh, I'm standing.
Yes.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, yep.
The last thing you would notice, though, would be the sound of footsteps and abyssal speech from beyond these doors. And you don't speak abyssal, so let me just grab my translator real quick, because I have not needed to bring this up in so long. Sign in, yep, viewing Cyric, blah, blah, blah.
Should I, roll to see how well I can sleep standing? Because I was casting Dream, which does incapacitate me.
For the most part, you can just lean onto it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, you
you're
ever done
casting a
better nails?
spell, so yeah, you are an adventurer. It's not something that it's not comfortable, and I definitely would have you
No.
roll for it over a matter of days. But
I'm fine for now.
yeah, you're fine for now. And you would hear Muxkri Ilskaku Ukreger Golavoshaka. And you would hear sounds from a hiss and perhaps a bit of a thud sound and a cry of pain before the doors open. Yeah, reveal for you. Oh, I'm on 20-point font. 20 point. There we go. To reveal, do adjusting these things locations real quick. Following. A strange fluff ball of a cat with darkened fur and a grayish accent to their main coat, so like paws and ear fluffs and whatnot, with large aquamarine eyes, is being pushed in by two of the Bretterkin, the strange bestial folks with pus-filled wounds and blotchy skin, shoving that cat inside. Is currently hissing at them. Unless you would like to do something more appropriate at this point in time as you're being pushed in, Floofster.
Probably just growl and hiss at them. General,
Excellent.
don't touch my fur.
So they are doing that, but more importantly for you, you recognize the one being pushed in from the northern door, who is being pushed in by two of the shears, the goat-like demons. This one, your handout's a little weird, since you said that was a stand-in. Would you like to describe your character?
So you see 6 foot, seemingly like a normal human. You can't really tell his eye color. It looks like maybe a hazel or like a brown. You'd have to get closer to tell. Blonde hair. I presume also naked.
Yeah.
Even though he's being pushed around, he kind of has like this proud posture. Like he's like an actor in a play, maybe. Clean shaven. Looking a little bit more panicked than he probably should for the image he's trying to give off.
All right.
If that makes sense.
And do you say anything as you're being pushed
We're
in?
transferring to the Can I see John?
You can. His face is faintly lit by the fire here. It's like that of a lamp, I'd say, so it's 15 feet bright, and then another 15 feet dim. So they're in range. It's just dim light, so it's a little shadowy.
Dim light and plus dark vision, so I
then you're
imagine
definitely
good.
Golden. Yeah.
What can I say? Hey, I know you.
John is 100% still using Dream right now. So, he's just kind of leaning against the damn thing.
You hear the creatures behind you shriek in Abyssal. Do you understand Abyssal?
No, I do not.
And they'll stab their large halberds into your back. Not too, deep, so it is painful, but it's not, murderous intent. As they're trying to push you forward. Do you comply?
Yes.
Alright. Push you forward. Start ushering you towards the cage, where if you do not resist, they will slam you in and lock the thing. Same thing with Floofster.
Okay.
Resist.
I'm good. I'm just gonna avoid their sharp thing.
We'll then look at the chamber here, and we'll speak a bit more. let's see here. Just getting the translation set up. Here we go. And they will look deeply into Deshaw's eyes, just kind of glowering at him, and will speak with a faint drooling of their lips.
Aksyuktaskulla, kurtu diska, ikruluksha sigri diski, dergregalol uga.
They will then look at John, who's currently asleep. Will shout out.
We'll
Move forward and poke you. Your dream is ended at this point in time. So you can post in campsite chat that suddenly the dream ends.
I will do so.
But you are now awoken, and you can see these demons in the chamber and the newcomers. You would also see that this demon here is moving closer to Ignatius and is trying to poke him, but Ignatius is not reacting to the stabs. 1 second.
Must not try to intimidate. Must not try to intimidate.
I was trying to open
Oh
the thing.
Lord, he's trying his hardest.
Alright. You would hear the creature shout towards Ignatius, who does not react, but you would hear,
Regekur ugra, ugurskridaku, uk agdurska viskridul. Ah!
stab, 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 stab. And you will look towards his companion and will speak,
Turda uksre ugd, iskruski ugdugre. Ah! Iguski, uguski uga uska.
and the other one will respond.
Igrikishi guski zuksha.
These two will look down south towards him.
Kulbrugre, guskala da doske. Nea, koiskai. Kalaksko da deisk. No.
They'll poke at the floofster twice. Ignatius 3
Hey,
times.
hey, no.
Oh, cattle.
And they will shriek as you respond.
Uskat guskara koluksya bull.
This takes a very long time to maintain this fur. Please do not poke me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
They'll look at each other and smile. They'll both look at each other and say,
Dogre.
these two up here will look towards them. They will look towards each other, begin speaking in goatish, or abyssal goatish as it were, as they are bawling a little bit, but for the most part, they are saying, they're kind of like communicating with each other, not really speaking too loud, but these two will, after looking at each other and sharing their glance, this one will nod, this one will smile and pick up this whip here, while this one moves up this way, and picks up this bowl of fire. These two, seeing that, will then look at each other and look towards that one and shriek out,
Suk, wiskre, uskre, uke, ukre, ugogre.
and will look down, put the bowl down, will say,
We want to have some fun.
Kun, uka, tu vulde.
and will, in response, the goat demon here will respond,
Likriski ukski, zikru bulduda tukura ukre, uprigelda. Ja, kuski, kuski, gola. Oh,
We'll leave. These ones will look at you two, poke, 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 and then we'll leave. Oh, and they just make them up as well. And now you are left alone in your chamber. Yep. Fog
I'm gonna assume you guys don't have any keys.
No. Well, you need something close enough, but no. Not at the moment.
Oh, this just got so much more complicated.
Hello, John.
Just show you, old bastard. How did you get into hell?
Well,
You try.
you know,
Were
you
you
know.
trying to, hunt down another one of your treasures?
I can't say no. Yes, absolutely, I was.
Okay. John will
Well,
also take a moment to try to get the attention of Ignatius. Like, kind of try to talk to him, get any response out of him other than mutterings.
He does not respond. In fact, with your perception check, although it was a bit of go when you rolled it, you begin to see a strange purple light emanating from him.
what's the John? Do you know what the child is doing?
I have not a clue. That one tends to turn into a clown of death, and
Ooh.
he's currently away from the Spatha. So I've been trying to formulate a plan here, but yeah, I've just noticed him doing this.
Hmm.
Not right now.
What are these?
Also, why did they capture a cat? How does a
Yeah.
cat get into the abyss?
Same way anyone does, I imagine.
I'd argue there's a lot of ways to get down here. Well,
What exactly are these cages like?
They are iron, they are spiked to the point where moving is uncomfortable, and they are very tight, close quarters.
Very tight, closed quarters.
what are the locks like on these cages?
You don't see a lock.
Oh. Huh?
It seems the metal is... Well, you're not sure how you got in because you're unconscious, but you did see how these two got in. They are moved towards the cage, and the demons waved a strange rod towards it, which then opened the bars up like a rib cage, unfurling, and then furling back closed.
So, is it sealed or is it
Did we see that rod?
You did see
is
Like-
it completely sealed or is just the gap
Plate.
so tight that people couldn't get out?
So it's not like you're in an actual Iron Maiden. It's like you're in a little cage. So there are bars and whatnot. It's just very uncomfortable. And the bars are maybe about an inch wide. Gap in between the bars, that is.
Gap in between the bars. All right.
Did they happen to put that rod back down on like a table, or was that
You
kept
saw
on there?
them move back out with it. Specifically, one of the Shears and one of the Ruddikins had one. Although
All right.
the Ruddikins handed it back to the Shears when they left.
Feline creature, what's your name?
You could call me Floofster or Fluffbutt.
Floofster.
Floof.
Okay. Floofster. Wonderful to meet you. Um, it-
I'm John.
Uh.
For being all formal about this.
I'm Desho. Nice to meet you.
The kid there's Ignatius, though. I'm.
Great note to self.
Wonderful. The kid there is Ignatius, and no, I still don't know what he's doing.
Sage,
If
you
you-
said these are like a rib cage. Is it like did the bars separate and then unfurl, or did they start separated?
So they are all attached, like there was one metallic piece, but when they unfurl, it seems like they break apart, like something
Okay.
organic. It's moving. It's really weird.
Well, if you give me an hour, I can start to get us out of here, but
Well,
that's a bit of a long process. I'm a little spent on magic right now.
here, let me try something. I'm going to use my bound weapon ability, my weapon bond, to summon my chakram into my hand that I have, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it, kind of like I guess a plate is a way to describe it, and I'll press it up against the spikes so I'm not stabbing my hands into the spikes. And I'll put my hand on the chakram. And then I'll use that and my other hand to try to push on where I saw the bars open.
Right, roll me a strength check. And as you're doing so, Floofster, roll me a d20.
They're still getting used to Discord.
Sorry, I don't use Discord like
all good.
hardly ever.
Oh, good. Let's go read your origin. Make
Nat
sure I
20.
got this right.
Whew.
Okay.
Starting strong.
Okay, not bad.
Oh no, you have no strength. At least it's not negative.
Yeah, I don't have any strength either.
So, two things happen at the same time. Ignatius obviously doesn't notice because they're still muttering themselves, but the light is getting brighter. John, you notice to show. There we go. Begin pushing at the edge of the bars, and with a faint snap, the bars burst open. Roll me a dexterity saving throw to see if you spiked yourself when you're trying to push at it.
Oh, I'm really good at these. Watch me completely fail.
As for Floofster, looking around, you poke yourself every now and then because of the tight quarters here. Luckily, most of it's deflected from your floof. However, as you are looking through your floof and trying to hopefully maybe find something you might have kept in there, you do actually happen to find a set of thieves' tools in your fur.
Hell yeah.
9. Told
Yep,
you.
Yep. All right.
No.
You stab yourself upon the
Wonderful.
spikes. You suffer. Dice check. Here we go. What was the damage on these spike cages? DMV. Spikes. Spikes. Here we go.
No.
Alright. Wait, I need to do it separated because you might be resistant. Alright, you suffer 2 points of piercing damage and 15 points of poison damage as
Lord.
the metal begins to seep into the wound, causing blood.
So that's a total of 17.
Total of 17.
Okay.
But there is a decent opening now. You might be able to squeeze through. It would be difficult. It would be another strength check. Or you could try to break open the cage further.
I assume we're not a fan of the idea of just waiting a quick hour.
quick hour on spikes is a long hour.
I've been here for many.
Terribly sorry.
Yes, but I know where we can go. Generally,
Well, if I get out, then I can get you out and everyone else out, and then we can go that way.
that's fair.
Yeah, I'll try again with the. I'll try to snap another bar off and make it easier on myself.
Roll me a strength check.
And this is how Mason's character dies in the first sub-session to poison damage.
Stranger things have happened.
It's true. Have you played Traveler before? You can die in character creation.
Nice.
What?
What? What are we talking about?
15.
All right. Would you like to spend any destiny?
Okay, double checking how this works. So I can spend it to get an extra d6 on my roll.
Mm-hmm. You get 2 per day. Unless you happen
This
to
seems
be a
pretty
slave.
important. I'd spend a destiny.
All right, roll me a d6.
That's they should be using it right now.
4, so total of 19.
All right, marking your destiny use. With another great push towards the bars, your seemingly strength out of nowhere breaks another one of the major structural parts of this cage here. The gap is enough that you could squeeze through with greater ease. It would be an acrobatics or athletics check at this point, and you don't think you will pierce yourself. However, you did push on the bars again, so you do need to make me another dex save.
Saving time.
I want to try and have to see.
I'm gonna see if I
25.
can get out using my thieves' tools.
All right, very good. Roll me a Thieves' Tools check. Are you expertise in them or just proficient?
I'm just proficient.
All right, then roll me kind of cramped in quarters, so I would say roll me a dexterity plus proficiency at disadvantage. If you were small, I would say that.
I do know about the villain points bit.
Pretty good.
It was 2d20.
I rolled a 25 on my dex save.
You easily push through without any issue. Do not poke yourself at all.
Yeah, don't want to do that again. That hurt. Okay, I'm going to try to slink my way through the hole.
Very good. Acrobatics or athletics?
That's gonna be athletics.
1. Participate.
Jesus Christ.
What
You
the
really
fuck?
wanted out.
Oh my god! Disadvantage double 20? Holy fuck!
Lordy.
Holy shit! Okay, well,
I will
Can't
post
do
that in the
that wrong.
library for posterity.
we're gonna die for our hubris now.
So, as you are trying to push your way out from the bars, you notice, as you're looking up, just trying to get a better angle, suddenly the cat's not in the bars anymore, as they're here.
Wait.
The
is not what I meant to
bars
do.
close once more behind them, but somehow they also unlocked Ignatius's cage too,
Lord.
who is slumped over and prone now.
I got you,
What in-
grumpy friend.
12.
What in Sam?
All right. You do squeeze through, but you did suffer a minor scratch on the way out. No poison damage, just 1 point of piercing.
Okay, cool. So,
Are you telling me that these cages were that shit this entire time?
apparently, after I get through my cage, I have fallen onto my back, and I sit up and say, well, I was gonna save this, but okay, and I'm gonna use my Healing Hands ability that I get as an SMR to heal myself 9 points, back up to 63.
Very good. Begin to hear
John,
would you like-
voice
Would you
groan.
like some help with that, John?
Also, were these two conveniently just not bound and gagged?
They just put them in there.
Okay.
They were making noises, but they
Okay.
wanted to do something, but they didn't get to do anything because those ones.
So-
Okay.
Is the outside of John's cage
Can I go over there and
spiked?
see what's on that table?
Just the interior. And
Just the
say
interior.
again, Floofster.
Can I go over there and see what's on that table?
Which one? This one or this one?
I'm gonna go to the far one.
further one? Okay. Rushing over here. As you're moving through the ground, it squelches
Yeah,
as you're
kindly get
stepping
me
upon
out
it,
of
and you
this.
can feel wetness upon your paws.
Oh,
Yeah.
However, as you reach the table up here, you can see several torture implements, a morning star, a couple hooks from meat hooks like hanging cows and the like, a strange axe-like implement, a syringe, a feather. That's weird.
A syringe.
Some bellows.
I'm going to so I'm going to slip my chakram through the bars of John's cage and say, "Put your hand against this and help me out." So I tell him to do the same thing I did.
All right.
Except for I'm going to be pulling at the same time as he's pushing.
Very good. Roll me a strength check with advantage, John.
Cool. That's. You should not have done that.
It's not like strength is your dump stat or anything.
It's definitely not like my strength is my dump stat.
I hear
The one-armed yeehaw. Wait, that was with advantage. Aha!
And with a solid push, one of the bars breaks open. Give me a dex save to avoid the spikes. You could squeeze through, but you're going to be suffering pain if you do, or you can try to break through further.
6.2. That was a dex save, you said?
Yep.
Let's remember to... Oh, son of a bitch.
All right.
Oh,
Son of a...
You suffer 4 points of piercing damage and 13 poison. Another 17 total. As the spikes dig into your flesh.
Okay. One more time.
You guys can't hear me, right?
I can hear it.
Barely hear you.
Oh, really?
Okay. One more time now.
alright. I'm gonna take that feather. That's my feather now.
All right. Put on your inventory 1 feather.
I have a feather.
That's
If you're curious what kind of feather, it's a goose feather. Don't know how
Where's
they
that
got a
one?
goose feather in the abyss, but you know, they got a goose feather in the abyss.
everyone knows geese come from hell.
I was half expecting you to say make a charisma saving throw.
No, that's to touch the, you know. Anyways,
The other thing.
Okay.
while you are trying to push your way through, we are going to go elsewhere. As you two, Pelodrin and Ada, are moving through the abyssal landscape, the large trees that are scorched or those that are covered in webs and green fire hanging on in every direction. The ground itself hot to the touch. In fact, the air is hard to breathe. However, you see something strange up ahead. Finally, in this vast desert of scorched lands and lava rivers, you see a wall of bones just up ahead. Now you're players, so just need to control after me.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, let me just move this real quick.
At least it's something new.
This is not the kind of new I would like to see.
I think it's the best we're gonna get. What do you think's behind it?
Something worth putting up a wall.
Roll me perception checks.
First roll, new character.
Oh, my perception. +4. Fear me. And my tip's not on. What do we got? 15. Woo!
Alright. Oh, 1 second, I need to change the ambience up for you guys. Not dice roller, general play. Next. That's
Oh, oh no, that makes me really concerned.
so,
That's a good ambience.
Pelodrin, looking around, you're a little too focused on the giant skull and ribcage up ahead that's glowing with a foul green energy as fire begins to flow out from the ribcage itself. A little too focused on there. Ada, however, You notice that, or Ada, how do you pronounce it?
Ada.
Ada, okay. Ada, however, you notice inside the ribcage, there are strange things moving inside. Worm-like creatures that are churning through the corpse's ribcage. Beyond that, though, you notice beyond this fencing, lit up from the spectral fire, is a large manor of green walls. This is generally what that you're seeing here.
There's a house here. Do you think they're friendly?
You're joking.
Maybe we can ask them for a cup of sugar. Or maybe we can find out if they have the staircase.
It could be worth a look, but we should try to remain unseen. These decorations don't look very inviting to people like you and me.
I did not take invisibility.
As you were saying that, you both, as you both rolled high enough, hear a screech from far off to the southeast.
Oh fuck.
Looking in the direction is assumingly reactionary. You would do so, unless you choose not
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Alright. You would see 3 large purple vulture-like creatures with large white wings flapping, looking around, tridents in hand. They don't seem to see anything down that way, but they're searching for something.
How high in the air are they?
About 150 feet.
Okay, I'm going to cast Major Image, and I'm going to create the image of essentially the ground, and I'm going to put it above us,
Excellent.
and I'm going to move it with us.
Pretty good. Just go plop your horse down real quick.
Thank you.
Tools, campaigns, Lost Fable, tokens. Here we go. Alright. With a quick brain, the spell conjures above you as you are now hidden from sight from above, hopefully. As Ada on the steed with you are walking.
Yeah, she's sitting on it too.
Okay.
We've kind of just been like moseying around trying to find the exit.
Very good.
And she's a princess. She does not walk.
I hate Brox. Well, this illusion should keep us in for the time being. Do you think we should try to take a look inside?
Worst case scenario, we run away?
Sure.
Alright. So begin to move closer towards the path that leads into the manor's grounds themselves. First off, you get to about here, or something else happens, but before that you notice that the ground itself that leads into the path is some strange obsidian-like stone that swirls and curves like an ever-shifting void. However...
But it's not currently moving?
Oh, it is currently moving. It's swirling
It
like
is.
this picture shows, but I don't have animated textures from tools.
Thanks, I hate it.
This
However,
is troubling.
You notice something else. Up at the doorway, this green spectral fog opens, disperses to the left and the right. As the door itself opens, something moves from within. Second, gotta grab a whole bunch of things. Organizing these mobs.
Here, let me grab a bunch of things real quick.
These guys here. Alright, got them ready. Let me just make sure you guys are angled properly. There we go. You see a large squadron of strange bulbous creatures with pustules oozing from their skin, and green-skinned demons that look like a mix between a dog and a gorilla, just lumbering through the door. Behind them, two large, maybe 7, 8 feet tall creatures hunched over, which reduces their height by a bit, but you can tell that they're decently tall, holding what appears to be some form of glaive or halberd, horns upon their body, and large pustules oozing a green liquid. Drips upon the floor and sizzles.
Okay. So before they come around the corner, can I move the illusion of the floor so that it's shaped kind of like a ramp? With
Yeah.
the bottom edge towards them and the high edge towards us. And then I'm going to dismount and fall prone, and I'll tell Ada, get down. And I'll try to get the horse to lay down, but I'm not sure.
Roll me stealth checks for you three.
Ada's gonna hop behind him, casting comprehend the language.
Alright.
Okay. That's 19 for me. I need to look up Phantom Steed. Phantom Steed.
Hey, not bad. I have a 6.
Statistics of a riding horse. Okay, so that's gonna be natural 20 for the horse.
Mr. Horse, you've not want to die to demons today. Your average stealth is 19.67 carrying. Alright, let's see here.
And we have the illusion barrier, maybe.
Yep. Alright, as you duck low, your comprehend language spell activated, you begin to hear the words of these demons from the back. These ones aren't speaking, they're just making monstrous growls and yelps and whatnot, but the Redicans are speaking to these ones specifically. And I will not speak in Abyssal for you.
Alright, you little beasties. Move forward. We gotta find the escapees before they get too far. Yeah, we don't want Pazuzu to find out we lost them. You don't need to mention that, Greg. What, Ted? I mean, that's fair. Yeah, I shouldn't have mentioned that. I mean, they can't understand us, so that's fine. Yeah, but Pazuzu always listens. Oh, fuck. Alright, double time!
Ada's gonna whisper to Paul, they're tracking some escapees from here from not long ago.
I know, I speak Abyssal.
Win!
Got him!
Well, I had all that time to read all those books, and, you know, I just had some spare time, so I figured I'd learn Abyssal. It's no big deal. Don't you learn languages in your free time?
No! I have a life! You know Elvish, at least, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
Good. It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Because I learn languages.
Abyssal! Why would you think Abyssal would ever be useful?
It's useful now.
I just wasted a spell!
Sucks to be you.
Get on the horse, we should probably tell them.
Sorry, what was that?
We should probably tell them. They might be able to help us when we find them.
Sure. Yeah, I guess let's get back on the horse.
Right. As you get back on the horse, you notice that the door does not close, and we will continue this in a moment, because what happens to the door might be changed from what happens inside. So, back to the interior. Just scroll all the way up here and control F and E.
I hate it here.
I like this ambiance of a guy screaming.
And just getting whipped every so often. God, I wish I had my spell slots. Okay. I suppose round 2 of
breaking John out of the cage.
Yeah.
Do you want some help with
Okay.
that?
More strength. Well, seeing how you've somehow unlocked twice at the same time in under 6 seconds, if you could do that again,
That was impressive.
that would be wonderful.
I can try. I'm gonna go over there and use my thieves' tools to help get that person out of there.
All right.
For description of you, John is a crippled 48-year-old man with one arm.
I mean, I guess friends are friends.
So, just kind of hence the whole, I'd rather not have to push my way out of here.
All right. Roll me another Thieves' Tools check. This one is not at disadvantage. Although the DC is slightly higher because you broke some of the bars.
We should have started with this before we made a muck of the thing.
Well, it does not matter. As once more, the cage is unlocked. And John slumps out. Because you can't really remain in there if the cage is opened. Unless you're being, shoved into the corner.
Well, I mean,
I catch him
Excellent.
as he comes down.
they're fairly loose bonds. They're mainly just for looks now. He had previously mage-handed them so he could actually cast spells.
I take my chakram and just cut the ropes off with his wrists.
At this point, real quick, I just noticed that your tokens don't list it. What is your passive perception to show?
Let's see. Passive perception. That's 5
plus bonus.
5 plus bonus 7.
All right, and insight.
Passive insight, same roll. Also 7.
All right, and Floofster, what about your passives?
My passive perception is 9.
Oh wait, no, my mistake. My passive insight is actually 13. No, 11.
Gotcha. What about your insight,
Good.
Floofster?
Good lord.
Insight.
And my insight is 7.
Excellent.
Plus 6 insight, baby.
All right,
Jesus Christ.
there we go. It has been updated. You would notice John and Floofster, a faint popping from behind you as a sword appears in front of Ignatius.
Do I not notice?
Are you
Both passive
Is
set.
she supposed to do that?
kidding me? Wait. I would not see.
Iggy
So then, as soon as they react to it,
would
I
grasp the blade. Oh, they're not. It's not Iggy.
Oh.
As
What
their
in
form
Sam
shifts into the clown form of Iggy. They are still prone and still hunched over the blade, but the blade is now in hand.
How did you do that, Iggy? What the?
when they
Oh,
react to it, I turn around, unsummon my chakram, and resummon my rapier
Don't know.
using my bound weapon stuff.
1 second, I have to change the ambience.
Your friend doesn't seem very friendly.
Let's just don't antagonize the murder clown.
Generally good advice. I hide my rapier behind my back, but I do not put it away.
Jesus.
Yes. Very nice.
Maytak.
As they
Oh.
rise from their
Okay.
position. I'm going to just turn this down a slight bit because that's really loud.
I'm starting to regret helping this guy out.
There we go.
John,
Question. Why
well,
is there a video of 1
oh.
hour of a clown
They
laughing?
rise from their position, growing in size. The blade
As
begins
this
to
starts-
glow a brighter purple. The maniacal laughter echoes forth from the chamber as these doors here surge open.
Did someone just sit down and record themselves laughing like a maniac for an hour?
well, it's probably not the full hour. It's probably looped.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, John has fucking summoned his gun at this point.
As Iggy will surge forward, blade in hand, cutting through these demons here, who will drop to the ground, slain. And we just mark him as dead. He will turn and look towards you.
I never thought I'd say this, but follow the meta clown.
And will
I'm
say,
gonna try and kind of get behind you guys. I don't.
and as he turns to look towards you, the door opened.
That was fun!
You know.
I sheath my rapier and slowly walk up.
What?
So did
Iggy,
you?
how long have you been able to do this?
Oh, not long.
You know, I choose to question nothing.
Hurry now!
Let's get our stuff.
Yes. Let's.
And he will rush
All right,
down the hallway out of sight. Well, out of sight before you hear shrieks of pain from two more shears who are bleeding in their death rattles.
John is just wide-eyed. Like, he has known this clown for at least, like, a good month or so. This is the first he's seen of this shit. Fuck.
Flipper's just gonna look at you guys like it's normal. Or does he normally do this?
This is not normal, but we're in hell.
Back.
Let's just leave. Let's just go. Go.
All right.
As we pass the two demons, I'm going to give them a poke with the rapier to make sure they're not moving.
Wonderful.
They are not moving. In fact, they're beginning to dissolve.
Gross.
Okay.
Let's go.
Which of these doors?
Murder clown went south.
Okay. But where's our stuff? Or does he know? Actually, the sword was probably there. Yeah, no, we're just following the clown.
All right.
Follow directly with the clown.
Heard the clown move through the southernmost door, but
what?
You do not see them anymore, and the door is closed. But you can still hear their laughter echoing throughout the halls, although it's growing ever fainter.
Well, hurry now.
We should probably try to keep up with them.
What's the
that clown knows where our stuff is.
All right. Well, then I do like my stuff.
I'm a backline as hell, so.
No, I'll take the lead.
What about
I'm
you,
gonna
Booster?
take the rear.
All right, so you two in the rear. Here we go. Pushing forward, you see two doors to the left, one door to the right. The southern door, which is closed before you.
Let's each check out one of these side doors, yeah.
Yes, fine. I'll check out the northmost left one.
All right.
South left.
Picking out these two doors here.
I'll check out that right one.
All right. You would reveal a library in the western door, and in the eastern door, you would find a kitchen. Inside, you would see that on this bench here, there is several belongings. Your belongings, in fact.
I guess
R3 stuff.
Yes, your full equipment.
Oh, Mary, Mother of Desna, yes.
All right, I'm gonna go and slowly enter the room, taking a kind of a look around, make sure no one's in here or there are any traps or anything.
All right, roll me investigation.
+2.
I go in the room.
This room.
The kitchen.
I'm rushing to get my stuff, especially my hat.
All right.
Impressive that they have classic interior design in the Abyss.
As you're trying to look around on the floor, you don't notice any traps, and a little too late though, as the two companions of yours brush past you, kind of floofing up your fur as it stands on end like a cat, a little freaked out.
Watch the fuzz! Watch the fuzz!
Sorry.
You don't see any
Some
traps.
of us need pants.
All right.
Very true.
Re-equip your adventuring gear. It
I
takes
would
about a
like-
minute to fully set yourself back up, except for armor, which takes additional time, but, you know.
Alright, they seem to be doing fine. I'm gonna go grab my stuff.
How long does it take to put on a breastplate?
5 minutes, I think. It's donning armor, 5e.
Shit.
Let's see.
In 5 minutes, that clown's already going to be out the door.
Alright, let's see here. Donning. Medium armor is 5 minutes to don it.
We can don it later.
Yeah, just
At
cover your lower
dawn,
half.
we
Let's go.
dawn.
So you gather your
I'm-
gear, chucking it in your bags, and not putting the armor on.
I am just pants, boots.
How long would the Lorica
Hat and
Hammer
poncho.
take to don?
Lorca Hamada takes 1 minute to don.
John, help me out here.
Okay.
I put on the Lorica Hammer.
I'm gonna put on my armor.
Alright. Your armor is also light, Floopster?
Yes.
Alright, so it takes a minute for you. It takes a minute for you. With help, it takes 5 rounds, so half a minute.
Okay. Wonderful. So,
Alright. While you guys are donning, we're gonna go back outside. As you notice the door to the north, just zoom out real quick. You notice something strange within, a echoing laughter of some strange clown-like figure, before a looming shadow begins to cover the stairwell. And demons rush out the doorway.
I'll immediately cast Mage Armor.
As you see this large form of Iggy, now growing to even larger size, as he moves through from the doorway.
my God.
I just kind of look over to Ada. Are you seeing this shit? There's a fucking clown.
Alright, their laughter echoing throughout the area. He is rushing forward with great speed, bounding, hopping from one demon to the next, who pop beneath his boot.
I told him clowns were demons. But
How
no,
do the demons appear to be interacting with the swirling obsidian road?
Go back to the clown ambience real quick.
No, not
Natak.
Son of a bitch. Not the clown ambience. Not anything but the clown ambience.
There we go.
Ah, yeah, thanks.
Alright, and as Iggy bounds forward, their form growing even larger as they get past the bone gateway.
Fuck.
And they will look to the right. Well, their left, your right. They'll look to the left, their right. We'll look towards you guys, past your illusion. Greetings! Can't talk, though. Ta-ta! Oh, first thing, though. He's bounding forward, turns to his left. Remember to drink! Bounds off map.
There is now a murder clown wandering the abyss.
I pray for the demons.
I pray for the demons
And
too.
these demons are now dead. 'Cause they're-
So how did the clown walking? How did it appear to interact with the swirling obsidian road?
Walked on it like it was ground.
Even though it's clearly not solid.
It's weird.
odds free real estate. Do you want to go see what's inside? Maybe the stairway's in it.
That clown demon appeared to be killing all the lesser demons, so it might be safe to go in. Though I'm not sure about how to actually get in with this obsidian road. But I do think we should get a little bit closer.
I mean, looks like you just walk on it. Maybe it's like.
I'd rather send Elena first than have you or I walk on it as he pats the horse.
I don't think Elena agrees.
Elena's an illusion. She doesn't get to have an opinion.
Ow. Okay, Elena.
That's an opinion. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna take us closer.
Alright.
Paul, I thought you had a heart.
It's not a real horse.
You can tell she's just clearly messing with you right now.
And there does not appear to be a way to the front of the house that we can avoid getting on the road.
That is correct.
Okay, I'm going to dismount,
All right.
and then if Ada dismounts, I'm going to try to lead Elena over into
I'm gonna get off too.
into the swirling obsidian mess without touching it myself.
And Ada, how do you pronounce? Or Elena? Is it
Elena,
just like normal
Yeah.
E-L-E-N-A?
common spelling.
And Delena sinks in and is obliterated.
As they step upon the swirling mess of obsidian stonework. It seems to be standing atop it, like atop the swirls themselves, kind of like standing atop a glass dome that is above an aquarium. So, like, you can always see the weirdness below, but you're standing on solid ground.
Okay, I'm going to pull her back and then mount up again.
All right.
I think we're safe in front, Elena. And then I will ride towards the door.
Very good. As you begin riding towards the door, you can see the hallway here, moving inside a grand hallway. Just past portcullis, but I'll just reveal this chamber. A large throne room.
Ooh.
What's more, you see. Here we go. Just reveal that. What's more, you see that the demonic bodies of several of the dretches and mains line the hall, as well as a few rudderkins. You don't see any bigger demons, but you do hear the sounds of screeching and growling from within.
It is definitely not clear.
They said something about prisoners. Do you think there's might still be some inside?
I mean, probably.
I'm going to cast Locate Creature, searching for the nearest humanoid.
Alright, let's just check distance.
Range
It's
is
1,000 feet, so I just need to check. Yeah, you're good. You detect the presence of a creature within about 400 feet to the northeast. So, that's there-ish. Or there-ish.
There are people inside to the northeast. I think we should go help.
Ada will spread her sword wings. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to... Actually, is Insensibility a good idea right now? I don't think so. No. Let's keep going.
Let's go.
Alright.
Let's go.
As you move on in, the green fog parts as you approach. Moving through the doorway, you can see the portcullis up ahead. It's not currently down like it shows here, but there's a portcullis above your heads.
I know it's a bit late now, but do you think that green mist was kind of like an alarm spell and now they know we're here?
Oh my fucking god. You're probably right.
As you guys get to here, back to here, you have been fully donned in your armor. You begin
So
to hear the sounds of shrieking demons, Grox included, from outside.
We should get moving. As much as I want to get on my own armor, we should probably focus on speed.
yeah, one thing. I'm going to run back across the hallway and poke my head into the library and see if I can see anything obviously really important that I should definitely take.
Well,
I am also going to do that.
Right. Well, you see just base glance. You can feel free to roll me perception checks, but base glance, you can see that there's a dining table here with several drinks, plates of food, and whatnot. Seems like
I will take a
it was
perception.
recently eaten, and kind of left here. Someone did clean their dishes, apparently. The two shelves here, however, have a few books upon them.
While they're doing that, can I sprint back and
Okay,
grab
come on.
the syringe?
Yeah. So sprinting back here, rushing through the chamber.
I might have use for that later.
A syringe. You acquired +1 syringe.
John is a heroin addict.
All right.
Broken 20 on my perception check.
Floofster, looking in the room, you don't see anything of import unless you consider food important, as there
Food
are
is
several
very
things of food upon the table.
I am gonna go grab a snack.
What you gonna grab?
Is there any fish on there?
Might be. It's hard to tell what kind of food this is. It looks really weird.
Don't eat food from the abyss.
Or do. That's on you, Chief.
I am
You ever
hella.
read the Heroes of Olympus books?
I'm gonna grab some sort of food and taste it.
All right. Would you like to grab the white and squishy food that kind of looks like a sponge, or would you like to grab the large purple noodly food that kind of looks like it's in a bright blue broth?
I'm gonna try them noodles.
All right. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
Wonderful.
I think it was one.
I gotta check this. Yeah.
Cats can have a little of blue noodles.
As a treat.
Sage, I have a question. Is it a brain?
No.
Okay.
All
Oh
right.
no!
Is it a tapeworm?
That's fine.
Do you have anything to help that?
Is it a super tapeworm? From hell.
Oh, it's not good.
So then, yes.
All right. So with a 3.
It was good knowing you, Toaster.
With a 3, as you begin to slurp down the food, it is fucking delicious. Ungodly so. You are snarfing it down like Cookie Monster and cookies.
This is great. You should try some.
You have become addicted to souls.
Oh my god! Did Floofster literally just eat some souls?
Yes.
Are they now a lich?
No.
Can I be a lich this way?
No.
Lich cat.
Well, sort of.
Damn.
Depends on how you do it, but...
Ooh, hold on. Maybe?
Luckily, you don't go one step towards evil, because you didn't know it was souls, but, you also don't know it's souls right now. But, yeah. Mark, when you shoot your dick
These
into
noodles
souls.
are incredible.
We don't know it's souls. I wish we knew it was souls. John would take a few.
This is gonna be bad in the future. Anyways,
Okay.
yeah. You, sorry, forgot the mention. You, with your 20, notice upon the shelf here, kind of nestled within the books, there is a strange object. Let me go look at my notes for what that exactly is. Let's see here.
I will walk up to the strange object and get the best look at it I can without touching it.
Alright,
See
here it
if
goes.
there's any wires trapped.
It appears
looking
to
things.
be a strange stone, about kind of like pointed, like a very sharp, very thin diamond.
Okay.
It appears to be. Let me just copy this real quick.
Cannot believe
What
it.
was your? How do you describe what color is this? I need to look up the name of this stone so we can figure out what color it is. Here we go. It is a incandescent blue sphere.
Incandescent blue sphere. Okay.
Glorious incandescent.
Well, it's diamond shaped with a sphere in the middle.
I will pick it up.
All right. Acquired a stone that's blue.
An incandescent blue sphere, would you say?
Yes,
It's a paperweight.
it feels important, but you know it.
Can I read any of the names on the spines of the books?
Do you speak Abyssal?
No. I speak Common, Celestial, Elvis, and Dwarven.
All right.
Elvis.
The next
Elvis.
language I was going to ask, you do not speak either, so they are in a strange language.
I bet I could find someone who can read these, and I shove like 3 of them into my bag.
All right. Let me roll a d20 3 times. Roll d20 then. All right. 15, 12, right, and 6. Those would be what? Scrolling up my book list. I have these. Put you.
Alright, can I take some of this to go?
You can, yes.
I'm gonna take some of more of this purple shit to go.
Excellent.
This is delicious. I love.
Here we go. I got the name. You had that one, that one, that one. So which means you guys. God, I'm gonna have to redact these, aren't I? How am I gonna copy pasta these? I'm gonna put them in my notes, my GM notes. Just write in your sheet that you have 3 abyssal books.
Okay.
Alright. Copy. And then going to notes.
We got some sweet ass reading material.
Abyssal books. Insert note. Copy pasta. There we go. Alright, I've added to my notes. We have books listed, and if you ever are able to read them, we can go from there. But as you are searching through the area, Floofster and the show, roll me a perception check. John, at this point you're running back because you do have this range. It didn't take too long to grab it, and you are leaving the area from there. And Floofster, add onto your sheet soul noodles?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that what
Jordan.
the apples too?
Jordan, you weren't here for this,
Souls,
but
question mark?
Floofster ate some noodles, failed a contract, and was informed by the dungeon master that they are now addicted to souls.
And
It's
God,
all very fun.
I wish I
17
knew
on
that
perception
it
check.
was actually
I was
souls.
kind of hoping for more cautious people.
Incorrect! You got 2 very non-cautious people.
Yeah.
You got a cat and an archaeologist. I
Alright.
cannot think of 2 less cautious things.
Kinda.
The show.
Yes?
Your keen ears pick up something strange in such a place that you're in. Speech. In common. It doesn't sound at all monstrous either. It seems to be fairly normal, in fact. And then it is swiftly drowned out by a shriek of a large vulture-like demon. As you hear that, you have a quick response before we switch over to the other party.
As soon as I hear that, I'm going to yell, "Someone's out there," and draw my rapier.
Excellent.
Yeah, my rapier has the quick draw
Very good.
enhancement. So,
Indeed. Instant draw, very good. And as that rings out, those down south, you're entering here. You are in the hallway, and you know which direction to go.
Yeah, so with locate creature, I know the... Let's see. So I sense the direction to the creature's location, and if the creature is moving, I know the direction of its movement.
They are moving closer towards you.
Okay, I'm going to start moving towards them.
Alright.
By the way, movement speed of a phantom steed is 100 feet.
Gotcha. Alright. As you move forward, the horse's hooves clopping upon the marbled stone, you begin to see something from up above. You and Ada see a bookcase from the second floor open. 2 small little quasits fly down from the banister, shrieking in your face, and a large bestial form, vines covering it, exits out.
Nope, nope, nope,
Nope,
nope,
nope,
nope,
nope, nope, nope,
Nope,
nope,
nope, nope,
nope, nope,
We will
nope,
speak
nope,
in Abyssal.
which we both understand.
Oh, what do we have here? New mortal flesh. Well then, what do you have to say for yourself?
Ada is going to speak up because I have a plus 12 persuasion. Thank you.
Lordy.
We are but humbler travelers trying to make our way home. Please have mercy on us.
That is what you three, or you would hear, the show.
I'm gonna roll my persuasion now.
Yep, you're free to roll that with disadvantage.
Rude.
Well, just casual travelers, sightseeing and whatnot.
Now, I would say you would understand you would hear the abyssal, but you don't understand abyssal, so you hear more like. So abyssal speech.
Oh, man, I should have used enhanced ability. I really should have cast that earlier. Oh well.
Don't sweat it.
All right, with a 21, the creature. I'm gonna give it a check real quick. Let me go find its token too.
Just humble travelers in the abyss.
We weren't here by choice. I guarantee you that. We're just trying to find our way home.
If you must know, I'm speaking in abyssal. Or hold on, should I try to do like a devious bluff even though I have no charisma?
Yes.
We are on business of Orcus. Hindering us is hindering him. And you will know his fury.
Orcus has no business here on Pazuzu.
Everywhere is Orcus's business.
All right. Roll me an intimidate and deception. You need to succeed both.
This is okay. Hold on. Let me just check my stats.
And while
real
you're
quick.
rolling that, you would hear that response to show, and you had your rapier pulled. I imagine you probably would move further.
That's
before.
+0 for both. So I'm gonna roll 2d20. The first is deception, and the second is intimidation.
Excellent.
Do I also get to roll these or no?
Oh, please, for the love of God.
Oh, you're in the chamber. This is for them to hear. Or you're not lying. You're not lying with the abyssal stuff. You tried to persuade, so yeah.
That's a 7 and a 12.
You're trying
You
to
add
help?
them together, it's a 19.
How are you helping?
Basically, I'm just like upplaying what he was saying. Okay, I didn't know you were important enough for Orcus for you to know about Orcus thing going on. So
Alright.
my brother here allowing you to know it's best to tell you what we're doing here.
In that case, you can roll with advantage, Pelodrin. So the first one's a 12.
So you say I heard him?
Okay, so that's a 10 for deception and a 12 for intimidation.
Alright.
Actually, should I
We
burn
are.
a destiny on the deception?
We're masters of this. I say no.
We are going to GTFO.
Yeah, probably.
While that's
Let's just
happening,
not.
what are you three doing?
My gun is drawn and aimed at the door, seeing
You
what.
might end up rolling a 1, you never know.
The show is reacting.
Also, roll a
I
perception check or insight.
Me?
Yep. Because you were able to hear what Pelodrin was
Right.
saying.
I was speaking in Abyssal.
Oh,
yeah, I couldn't
okay.
understand him.
You would still be able to get some context, but yeah, you're not going to be able to get much. So good thing you only heard one word, which might make sense to you if you roll a religion check and succeed. But
Oh fuck.
other than that,
Could I do a history or an arcana check instead?
history. Let's see here. You were studying in Aether Storm, so they didn't really have any history there for that. If you were in the Arcanostrum, I would say yeah, but
Okay.
Religion or Arcana could work, because Arcana also covers the planes. So
I'm
religion
gonna go
covers
ahead and
deities, which
fire
he
Max
is a prince. So.
I'm inspiring Max for a D8.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Which one are you applying it to, Max?
The deception.
Alright.
So, because I need him to believe that more than anything. So, what's your bardic inspiration?
D8.
It's a D8.
Destiny.
Okay, yep,
20,
stack
20
it.
total for deception.
Alright, let me go mark your destiny use.
That's my
Stack it.
second one, I think.
And
All right.
it's your first for the day.
My Arcana roll
But like in
is
total.
Third total.
Third total.
26. 26
Arcana.
Arcana.
Nice. All right. You would recognize one of the words that were said, and that was Orcus, and the demon prince of the undead.
He said something about Orcus, Demon Prince of the Undead. Kind of a big deal. I vote we don't go out there until they stop talking.
And what's your insight?
My insight...
All right.
15.
With a 15, you don't beat their suddenly really high deception, so, yeah, solid voice, steady, whatever they said seemed to be truthful.
Someone is very confident about the fact that about something about Orcus. So let's hide like we're about to murder someone who walks through that door until they stop talking.
All right, and now I need
So
to roll
I'm going
my
to
insight against
I'm
your
going to
deception.
walk up to the corner of the door
So this
and
corner or
just
this
hide behind it. The hallway door. Yeah, there. And just ready myself to attack.
Very good.
If John can move himself to the kitchen doorway. Yeah.
All right. Let me roll.
I'm
my-
also gonna come out there and try and probably go to the other side of the door. Yes.
Very good. All right, roll in my insight versus your deception.
Yep. Fuck!
You had a
Can you
let's see, 22.
I did 22.
22.
No.
That's a feels bad. I rolled like a 17. All right.
So
Let's roll
close.
for that intimidate check now.
I'm gonna wait. Hold on.
Oh.
Don't you dare. No, never
I'm
mind.
your divination wizard.
I was gonna portent it, but this modifier is too high.
I mean, you only get 2 higher than a 12 on the die.
My lowest portent is an 8. So.
Oh, well, that would give me a 14.
That would work.
Oh, can I portent the insight?
You can point my insight.
Oh, bless. I will.
All right, so his insight is now a 14. So that is a failure, so he believes you. Now let's check his intimidation check. Jesus Christ, I rolled a 1.
Yes! Oh my god!
Okay. Your total was a 10, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to add anything to that?
Yes.
I mean, you rolled a 1.
Ones are not auto fails for skill checks.
You did not mention saves. That concerns me. Fuck, yeah, I'll use Destiny.
All right.
God damn it.
Let's get them numbers up, baby.
Destiny used.
Oh man, whatever this next boss is gonna be stacked.
This is the boss. The guy that I'm talking to. That's him.
We're talking to the
That
boss
is the
right
boss.
Let me copy his token down so you can
I'm
see
not
him.
incorrect.
now. I'm
Token.
horse.
Here we go.
I'm hoping
There you go.
that Sage isn't allowed to give more.
No, I can't.
Oh. Yay!
It's going to a pool of future bosses, so.
Mm.
Okay.
All right, so hearing your words.
Orcus, you say? So what's his business up here then?
Those,
routine
those
maintenance checks, your demons are demoningly.
I got demonly demon out of that.
That's basically what I said.
well, I'm going to say those prisoners are marked for his army, and I intend to take them.
No. Prisoners? What prisoners?
Was deception.
I know they're there.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
I have a spell currently pinging one of them.
Yes, you do.
Let's buy a door.
Oh. Pazuzu will hear of this slight. be sure of that.
You are free to take it up with Pazuzu, but right now, I need to serve Orcus.
Fine. Go get them. They're in the torture chamber in the northern hall.
I'll point towards that door.
Thank you. And I'll go towards the hall.
All right. He is watching it the entire way.
So
Yep.
did Vine Boy just not really, see the whole murder clown escapade?
Oh, he can, which is why he left his chamber, and then he noticed these guys. He's a little like, oh god. He's thinking that Orcus just did this, which is why it works.
Oh, okay. It's like, what the hell?
I would have had you rolled with disadvantage otherwise, so that
Nice.
yeah, that worked out well, surprisingly. All right, moving through the area, you begin to hear the sounds of hoofs flopping upon marble. You two.
Ada is going
ready.
to stare at the big vine thing as they close the door behind them.
Okay, so given
I am
how
so
I can
ready to attack.
sense the direction, and since we're getting really closer, can I tell that Flooster, or whatever humanoid I have pinged, is right behind that door?
Yes, you can tell that they were over here. They're kind of shuffling there for a bit, and then they move this way. Pretty much as soon as you said Orcus.
Okay. I'm going to dismount and slowly approach the door.
All right.
I am
John would have.
hostile already, but
Yeah,
I'm going to prepare a spell for trying to make sure that they don't attack me as hard.
As soon as I hear the hoofing, the hoof claps stop, I'd like to press my ear to the wall and see if I can hear their footsteps.
All right.
John's-
Check.
Behind.
I'm not trying to be stealthy.
John's
I am.
ready action is to shoot anything that doesn't look human
Broken
Very
if
good.
it opens up that door.
And what's Ada doing?
Walking on like their tiptoes behind Paul,
Excellent.
staying
I have,
at
I have a broken 20 for perception.
All right, you would hear the tiptoeing of Ada, so there's two creatures approaching.
There's two of them. Get
The
ready.
Gotcha.
The door is closed.
I knock on the door. Hello?
Who is it?
I'm a human. I'm here to get you guys out of here.
That's what a demon would say.
It's also what a human who is trying to get you out of here would say.
Is there a keyhole in the door?
There is.
Can I peek through it?
Yes, you can. Roll me perception.
No offense, Paul, but maybe I should talk to them.
12.
All right. As you peek through the keyhole, you see what appears to be a leather belt. As assumingly your handout is correct in terms of what your attire looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, leather belt around the waist, a blue coat that's kind of buckled in with the belt, yellow trim, appears to be some form of leather or thick woolen vest.
I cover the keyhole with my hand and turn back to John and kind of shout whisper all that to him. Like, do you recognize him? Is that familiar?
I don't know anybody of that description.
Okay, look, that nice
John
guy up there is
will
waiting for us.
Yell
It's
out.
getting kind of weird. I thought I would not get too suspicious. Can we just go, please?
You two,
Ada, you're good with people. Can you talk to them?
the Shafloof, take a step back. You two, open up the door.
Okay, I back into the corner. And
I'm
I
gonna roll an
Yeah.
insight on that order.
The other side.
+2.
Open up. Don't show
like
any
that.
signs of aggression.
That's an insight for John. So it doesn't
Roll
sound
me a
like-
persuasion check since you're being truthful, I believe.
God, I
I'm
forget
just
it.
gonna
It's
hear any
exceedingly
signs
high
of-
now. Wonderful.
All right. There is conviction in their voice. They don't seem to be wanting to betray you or anything like that. They seem to be concerned, not sure if they can trust you. So they're taking cautions.
Ada's gonna put their dueling dagger away, have their sword behind them, and motion Max to step back.
I take a step back.
Okay, I am now opening the door.
Alright.
And I will slowly open the door.
Door slowly opens. As you can see, on the other side, for those on the northern end, you can see a woman. I'm assuming you look like Ada, or like Urza, until your actual hand gets some out. You can just describe your character. That works.
So they have sunset hair. So from like the base of the hair is kind of blonde, and it goes red. Farther down it goes, pretty long. Besides that, the outfit is about the same, and you'd probably be able to see like pokings of swords out from behind her. But her hands aren't up as she's opening the door.
Good. And
She has an pretty stat. It's great.
Pelodrin, same art as the handout, or different description?
Same art. Yeah, like you see, like a wizard, like wearing like robes, like with leather belts and like a leather almost collar that covers kind of half his face. And he's standing in the back and he's holding up his hands to show surrender. And his staff, he has a staff that's like floating right next to him, but you can see both of his hands are up. And I'm using an invisible mage hand to hold up the staff.
Good. And for those inside, I believe the only one we have not heard the description of this session is John, so if you'd like to describe yourself to the newcomers. Otherwise, you've already heard the description for these two, I believe.
Oh man, I can't believe John is fucking dead.
John's so dead.
Oh shit, guy! I mute my mic because I'm eating a sandwich. I apologize. I didn't want to. Sorry. So John, he's 5'11" to 6 foot, kind of give or take. Typical cowboy look. He's got the jeans. He's got the boots. He'd be typically wearing a, honestly, a lot of layered clothing, but right now, torso-wise, he's just got on the poncho, then his hat. He has, he's currently holding his gun with his right arm and a mage hand holding up the front of it. He does not have a left arm. He looks like, I wish I saved the picture, but he looks like a slightly younger Sam Elliott.
I remember that one, I think.
Very good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. And that is what you see as the door opens.
So we have like a good 2 minutes before this Mr. Vine guy out there gets really upset at us, probably. So if you can pretend to be our prisoner for like 30 seconds so we can get out of here and go, that'd be great.
Listen,
I need to get naked again.
I'm gonna insight
Actually,
the fuck out of that.
Alright, yeah, okay. Yeah, do what you're gonna do.
Because, let's be honest,
Them.
that's a little sus.
That is pretty sus. I will join in this insight check.
19 insight. No,
Do you know it'd be funny if this started like a demonic war of infighting?
Also,
really
I really
funny.
wanted to get a naked man back.
Alright.
Wait, I gotta roll mine.
Oh, I did the wrong side. The R.
Oh, yes, of course.
219, nice.
Wow, look at that.
What do we have to roll to?
Insight.
26.
Or I mean, what would Ada have to roll?
Oh, they've already rolled persuasion.
Okay.
Alright, so, for everyone here, we'll get to Deshaw in a minute. Deshaw in a minute. They seem confident in their words, not like they're trying to dupe you or anything like that. Maybe they are. They just ran a girl with a sword, but she's human. So, and they have been thus far straightforward.
Metal. No, thank you.
Well, humanoid. For the show, you believe that they have no intention to harm you, at least at this point in time. You believe their plan is to simply get you out.
I tentatively put my rapier away and kind of wave everyone.
Alright, I'm gonna go over there. I'm just gonna walk right up next to them.
Okay, so here's the plan. My sister and I, we're gonna get on the horse, and you guys are gonna walk in front of us.
Okay. We were naked earlier. Do we need to do that again?
No. If he asks, I'll just say that your lamb's to the slaughter or something like that.
Wonderful. You know.
Okay.
Sure.
I do. However, I do vanish my rapier from my sheath using my bound weapon stuff.
That's a neat trick.
John will also.
Thank you.
His gun will just bamf out. It's gone.
Alrighty.
There's one around to our magic weapon stuff for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Alrighty,
I
let's,
do not have magic weapons, no.
I think we're ready to go.
Well, let's marching order us, I guess.
Alright. You mount up.
Ada's flying swords, one of each, is going to fly behind the people we're escorting out.
Very good.
I am very much hiding the celestial bronze one, yes.
Very good. Do you have the blood iron one visible? Or you don't? Do you have that? I don't think you do.
No, because I was told that that's very evil.
It is evil. Yeah, you don't
But
want
no, I have a...
Might get you some points down here, to be fair.
I was told it can, like, corrupt me, and that's not going to be fun for anyone. I have a silver, Dalaran, and fever iron one out.
Very good. Alright. As you move outside the chamber, the door opening once more, you can see more creatures have shown up.
I'm going to look very intimidating, thank you. I am escorting these prisoners. I am... Fear me. I am Scurry. 22 intimidation.
Alright.
Could I give the help action on that by
You're a prisoner.
by cowering? By cowering.
Oh.
You can provide a deception check to boost their thing. If the deception succeeds, then I will give them advantage.
I'm gonna have my hands behind my back and just hope to God no one notices they're not actually tied.
I'm doing my best. Act nervous, act kind of scared. Like, oh no, don't stab me. Ah.
Alright, you have advantage, JC, because no one can beat a 28 insight.
John is a natural cheat.
Do I need to make some kind of check for being bound?
Deception.
But not truly? Could that be
sleight of hand could also work.
Physical?
Yeah, 22 is the high one.
Sleight of hand would also work?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm better at that. $22.
Alright, I can beat that. Let me roll. Not with a natural 2. Alright, now for your check for 22. Trying to intimidate.
They got 24, how dare.
The anchor will just simply look at you. His demons behind him, however, will look a little bit cowed as you guys begin moving through.
I try to stay out of that aura.
Very good. Just adjust your positioning. So begin moving forward. You get to about here when the anchor speaks up.
Oh, one more thing.
What?
Raj.
Sorry, what was that?
Do you know Raj?
What check is that, Sage?
Can I make an
You
insight
don't know Raj.
check?
You have no idea who
Can-
Raj is.
Can I make an
Oh,
insight check to see if
God.
to see what kind of deception he is trying to make?
Yes, you can.
Why does this sound like some like really like kind of one-liner thing that happens before he attacks us?
What's my insight?
21 insight.
24 insight.
This is like a got you, like this guy doesn't exist. Haha. You're tricks me.
All right. For those who have rolled insight, 21 and 24 is a success. What you can get, he doesn't seem to be trying to pull a fast one on you or anything like that. He is legitimately asking if you know Raj.
I'm afraid I don't. In Abyssal.
Shame. That fucker owes me $10.
Sage, you rat bastard. Fucking.
I'm out here sweating.
That bastard owes me $10.
He lets you guys leave after that, though.
So wait, hold on. Now
That
I
is a
know
call back to another campaign.
I know that was a joke segment, but does that mean that the Abyss actually uses like paper currency?
Oh, I remember that guy.
Specifically dollars.
Yeah, like
Maybe.
specifically the fucking
You know,
Pazuzu.
10 soul dollars. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's whatever
Is
the
that like
Abyssal word
$1
is that
billion?
translate to dollars.
Pazuzu is on the $1 bill.
But yeah, out of character as you guys are able to get out here after that. Raj was a demon player. They were playing a tiefling, but RP wise they were a full demon who was just like slowly gaining up their full demon strength. And another campaign of mine who mentioned at one point Ted from accounting was a douche.
Oh my god.
This guy, as known from the other players who actually found out his name, is Ted. He's from accounting.
His name is Ted,
Yes. he
Wait
is
a
Ted
and
moment.
the
he's
Anchor.
from. He's
Yes.
Ted the Anchor.
Yes.
Wait, did
Oh
we
God,
almost
it-
have to fight an
His
accountant?
true name.
No. Multiple of us died to the accountant.
So yes.
The accountant.
It was just a call back to that. But you guys
If-
make your way out. Seeing
If
the
John ever
handiwork
learns his
of
name,
Iggy.
he's gonna mock him.
All right, making your way outside from the bone barrier. You are relatively safe as the doors close shut behind you.
I relax as soon as we're out of the, I guess, their possible field of vision. Once the doors close, I suppose.
Okay.
And the swords fly to go back around me, kind of like hovering in a circle.
Very good.
I cannot believe that worked. Holy shit.
Who are you two?
Walk out of there? That's cool.
My name's Paul. This is my sister.
She'll give away from her sitting side saddle on the back of the horse.
1 second.
Now, do any of you know the way out of here?
I have returned.
Southeast.
Well, there was a clown that seemed to know where he was going, but I don't know where.
Let's
Oh,
not.
we
Let's
saw him.
Let's not talk about Iggy.
Oh, he's
He-
right
I-
the clown. I point to the people behind it.
Let's-
Oh, I know the clown.
Let's not talk about Iggy.
You guys know that thing?
That kid is out of my hands now. It is no longer my problem.
Kid? It was like 20 feet tall.
I can
You
tell
remember
you
that mice?
on the way
Both spurts.
southeast.
Start that big.
You did not start that big. I can tell you while we walk. The staircase is southeast. How far? That's a damn good
It's
question.
southeast?
Southeast. few days walk. The rest of my companions are camped out somewhere there. I don't know where.
That's very useful information.
Well, it's the least I can give for getting us out of there with such ease.
I would call it ease. It was a lot of luck.
I'd call that ease. That was smooth and perfect.
Never attribute to luck what you could attribute to skill.
No. The other way around. Desna's got our back.
All right, sure. Southeast, you said.
Let's go southeast.
Well, lead the way, cowboy.
So, the murder clan.
I'd like to ask the same thing. Was that a planned thing for him to turn into a clown and destroy the demons? Because if so, that was very tactful.
Ignatius is a young man of 12.
Don't you think he's 15?
I'm pretty sure I passed it at one point. I think we re-rolled at one point. But if not, I would call him boy either way, so I guess that doesn't help. So, he's a young man of 15 who has himself a cursed spatha that when he draws it, he turns into Iggy, the murder clown.
The murder? Alright.
The murder clown. I had a specific contract to, if he ever killed any humans again, to kill him. By him. It was an odd contract. Whatever. It's pretty much void now. So he's never done that before. I wish he could have done that sooner. Maybe we could have killed the Vine Boy easier.
Do you know the vine creature that we passed?
Yes. The rest of the Fateful Eight, we're trying to fight it. It has a way for us to get home. There's a portal that it is anchored to. It itself is the anchor, we guess. So if we kill him, we can leave. And then we can close the rift on the other end, stopping them from getting into Vlenderon's hold.
They have a rift?
It's not good. There's a lot of blight in a forest that we're dealing. I don't know the most details. I'm just a hired gun. So, but that's the murder clown. That's what we're doing here. If y'all would be as kind to actually continue helping, there's good pay in it, some good adventure if that's what you're into, and probably some shiny new toys.
I do wonder, how does a being become an anchor for a portal?
Well, would my chat, Sage is muted, I'm gonna ask anyways in case he is there. Would my chat with Slug Boy have gained me any information on like how he's the anchor, or just that he's the anchor, kill him?
I believe I told you it was his heart.
Oh, well then, I don't exactly know how, but his heart is an anchor. So if we...
Is this a literal heart or like a metaphorical one? Like sometimes people will call gems hearts, right? They're like really cool.
I think it's both.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure it's some precious material. Don't get too attached, Shaw.
Life makes a very magical enchantment.
We are destroying it. This is not going into one of your museums.
Yeah, if that thing is capable of opening a rift to the material plane from here, we have to kill it.
He's not the one opening it.
He's not?
He's just anchoring. Another demon by the name of Olga Zoran he was actually quite cordial. He's in control of opening up the portal. We had a chat, and yeah, he just wants his boss dead. He's a bit of a dick.
Did it not occur to you that this slug demon is using you to advance his own position?
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
if his own boss gets killed, who becomes the new boss?
The amount of times I have assisted in that very thing does not make this any different. So, we help him. We get to go home. Everybody wins, probably. Or we just kill him too.
Strong options. But the first one we need to do of those is go southeast and like in a quick way.
Yep,
Yeah,
walking
let's
down.
regroup with your party members.
Alright. Very good. As the party begins moving southeast, there's one thing I need to roll.
An encounter check.
Do we find the ziggurat?
Alright.
Do we encounter angels?
The party reaches the remaining party members in their small
So many
camp in the
maps.
abyss. And that is where we'll end this, as next session will be your guys' arrival with the others.
And that means we can campsite.
You can indeed campsite.
Shit.
Important thing here, the roll I just made was to see if they had an encounter throughout the night.
Oh, fun.
They do still have some effects need to happen because Asmar in the Abyss means you're suffering from corruption sickness, but yeah.
Oh, that applies to me too.
And also the disease.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Yeah.
some things there I need to roll for, but you guys are free to campsite chat, just don't advance time.
Cool.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
For sure.
I'm gonna stop the recording.